the poodle toy.
You need that little sort of sound effect from cartoons.
Yeah. Great outfit. Alright, it's the big moment. Our Shelty's got to be in with a chance, right? Or even the GSP.
Oh yeah, because some of the choices do.
The Prince has made his decision. Now illustrious steward is thinking to bring in the shape.
The Shelty, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Very like still.
your best neuter in show for the
Neuter
advanced
show.
Sydney Royal Dog Show 2025 has been awarded to the Shetland Sheepdog. 1806. And as the retiring neuter in group dogs leave the ring, ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation. Yourself for all winners.
Okay, we have to find out what this is. I'm not saying we should stay for a minute. Find out what this category is. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you go through that promise, please Sydney Royal Dog Show 2025.
Thank you, Mr. Svan Chris. That completes his judging for the day. Please give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The next item we have on the agenda today is the Breeders' Grouping Show. This is quite a spectacular event, ladies and gentlemen. And our judge today is Miss Bianca Texiera from Brazil.
So ladies and gentlemen, we welcome into our centre ring our winners of the breeders groups from each day. We have 9 days of breeders judging, and each day the breeders group are competed against each other for breeders grouping today. So the first group coming to join us is the Sky Terrier, exhibit number 611.
Oh, gorgeous Sky Terriers. Aww.
Ghost knives? That's what they look like, don't you think?
They look like ghost knives.
Yeah.
We need them to keep all the way, come all the way around to the two of these Sky Terriers. Keep coming around. Our second group is the Clumber Spaniel, exhibit number 721. As you know, we have to get all these groups in here together, so we need them to we'll find our fill the ring in a few minutes' time. Our third group, the Pointer, exhibit number 1174. Our next group is Basset Hound, exhibit number 1283.
Oh, I don't think these ties on right. In front of his front guy. Yeah. Yeah, the Ewoks of the dog world.
Our next group is the Australian Shepherd, exhibit number 159. Ladies and and gentlemen, our next group, the Russian Black Terrier, exhibit number 2027. Exhibit the Siberian Husky, exhibit number 213. The last group to join us, ladies and gentlemen, the Lazarapso, exhibit number 2329. So, ladies and gentlemen, a breeders group is 4 male or females that have been bred by the one person. If you buy a pedigree dog, ladies and gentlemen, your dog has a very fancy pedigree name. The first word in that pedigree name is the breeder's prefix. So each of these 4 have the same breeder's prefix. They were bred by the one person. They're not necessarily owned by that person, but the breeder will be one of the 4 members. Breeding is an art. It's not easy to put dogs together and come up with those that are of excellent breed type, who meet the standard and are a continual style that is the same. And the RAS is rewarding breeders for their persistence of being able to produce beautiful dogs that match the breed standard and a similar style. I like to think, ladies and gentlemen, they could be clones of each other. Doesn't matter what the colour is, as long as the colour matches the breed standard. So the first group that moved up and down with the Skye Terrier. Second group are our Lumber Spaniels. The Lumbers are part of our Lumber group in our dog to Australia judging system. The Skye Terrier was part of the Terrier group. Some of our handlers dress the same, some don't. Some have better handling skills than others. But it's actually the dogs that are being judged. The fact that they perform firstly to their breed standards and secondly to be of a style the same as each other. Excellent breed type and consistent style is what we're hungry for. We're currently using the Poodle, so it's part of our Dogs Australia Gun Dog group. With us today, ladies and gentlemen, how good we have the Basset panel. Breeders Group now moving from the working dog group by the Australian Shepherd.
Yeah. Oh, majestic.
Moving now, ladies and gentlemen, from the utility group, the Russian Black Terrier.
Usually they'd be related. You'll see some different size and depths.
Also from the Terrier group, ladies and gentlemen, is Siberian Husky. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, representing the non-sporting group, we have the Lazarapso. Ladies and gentlemen, all our breeders groups need to be congratulated. The breeder had at least four of their breeding exhibited at Sydney Royal. They were able to put the team together. They were able to then get those dogs back here today with 4 handlers that could come in the ring at the one time. So they really do need to be congratulated. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for all our breeders' teams. Here are our 2025 advanced Sydney Royal Breed Show. The judge has the amazing task of picking just one. One to be breeders group intro. Again, ladies and gentlemen, there's a perpetual trophy sitting out there near the sign that stays with the Royal Agricultural Society with the trophy cabinet. The winners are engraved on it, and they take home a memento along with a beautiful rosette.
They didn't say the breeders, like they just don't names.
Ladies and gentlemen, our winners today, Breeders Group Info for the 2025 That's Sydney Royal Dog Show, is the Siberian Husky. So ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate all our other breeders too as they make their way around the ring and out to the gate on the far side. Once they've all left the ring, we'll then ask our Siberian Huskies to do a lap of honour. But firstly, ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate our Nigerian, Australian, Pointer, Bassenham, Australian Shepherd, Russian Black Terrier, and Lazaret. So it is a credit to the breeder and the handlers that they have been able to present their dogs, bring them here into our general special today.
You could mistake them for an uncut.
Special at Sydney Royal. Today's last ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause as they make their way around the ring. Congratulations, our British people today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next item on the agenda is the best baby puppy in show. We have the same judge. This will be Bianca Taxiera. These are all the cute babies. These are all 3 to 6 months old, ladies and gentlemen, setting foot on how we launched for the very first time.
Or are we staying?
Please welcome to the arena. On the toy group, the English Toy Terrier, Black Band 10, with a 115. On the Gun Dog group, the Cocker Spaniel American, with a 770. And the Gun Dog group, the Pointer, 1140. From the Hound group. The Chief Sets at Griffin Bondi, 1412. The Working Dog group. German Shepherd Dog, Long Stock Coat, 1750. The Utility Group, the Boxer, 1910.
Oh, look at this standard poodle puppy.
Siberian Husky, 2120. This from the non-sporting group, the Poodle Standard, 2345. Those dogs have been shown over the last 9 days and through to baby to be today and then through now the baby show. Fully available at Sydney Royal Dog Show 2025. English Toy Terrier, black and matte.
That's really best in Oh no, the best in shape, like the final prize. Best, no, best would be like
Spaniel,
yes,
American.
puppy. Famous, yes, considered famous. Yes. Oh, the boxer just wants to play.
This guy's chipping it out. This guy's the judge of like, here.
Meat pointer.
We have been here for like an hour and 20
Petite, massive, griffin with knees.
There's a larger one and there's a smaller one.
We've got to go back that way anyway. I'll go first.
Before you ladies begin, age 3 and 6 months. On the working dog group, the German Shepherd, dog, long, soft coat. From the utility group, the boxer.
I think they take the smell and take off from it. Probably like that smell and it doesn't matter. But they're food obsessed, they shouldn't try.
Also from the University Group B Siberian Husky. And from the non-sporting group, the poodle standard. Last Monday, all these dogs were judged. They all came out as the puppy of the day on the various days they've been shown against other breeds, and they have now come through to win the baby puppy and show. The young winner,
Oh my god, it's so little. Oh my god, it's so little.
making the winner Rhonda. Ladies and gentlemen, the Advanced Sydney Royal Dog Show with Baby Puppy and Show has been awarded to the Petite Basset Britain Ladies and gentlemen, the other babies, leave the arena, please. Put your hands together. The English Toy Terrier. German Shepherd Dog, Long Stock Coat, the Boxer, Siberian Husky, and the Poodle Stand. If you don't say that for honor, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your winner. The Petite Best Baby Puppy and Show for the Advanced Sydney Royal Dog Show 2025.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please show your appreciation at the end of next year. Next, we have the puppies. The puppies are a bit older than the baby puppies. They're still fairly young.
Maybe
Judges
puppies and
this
puppies
event,
are different.
we have Mr. Jackson Kimber from Korea. Jackson will be escorted into the ring by our Domestic Animals Councillor Sharon Manning.
And the first in the ring is the Welsh 204. Genteel Terrier 7-1. Short-haired pointer 8-9-8. From Besson, Griffin Von D, 1390.
Puppy, the other one, the junior puppy.
Ollie Rock, 1677.
She's got one.
Gerberman, 1950. And the British Bulldog, 2165.
Because it's a petite one, and there's another one which
The last one, 204 Toy Group. Ladies and gentlemen, for the arena before you, all age from 12. Steve Chesterfield arena. The gun the German short-haired pointer. Exhibit 898. The working dog group with Collie Ruff, 1677. The Doberman, 1950. The British Bulldog, 2165.
First one, first two. First one is
Getting their last minute through.
Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. Your runner-up, Best Puppy in Show for the Advanced Sydney Royal Dog Show 2025 has been awarded to the German Short-Haired Pointer. For the Best Puppy in Show for the Advanced Sydney Royal Dog Show 2025 is awarded to the British Bulldog. Ladies and gentlemen, keep the applause going for the retiring puppy group And keep the applause going, ladies and gentlemen, for your best puppy and show for the Keep the applause going. Keep the applause going for our judge, Mr. Jackson Kinder from South Korea.
Welcome back, spectators, and that concludes that section. It won't be long before Best in Show is on. But before we get to Best in Show, we've got a couple of special announcements. And this first one is the RAS Canine Heroes. We have a couple of Canine Hero Awards every year. And to tell you more about that, is Dr. Rob
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Just before I announce the Canine Heroes, just a very, very quick announcement. This show wouldn't be possible other than the support we get from Advance. Shane McGee, thank you very, very much. Advance is so important within Advance is so important even for the name in our national anthem. That's how important it is. So thank you very, very much. And this is one of the biggest, or this is the biggest show in the Southern Hemisphere. Thanks to our chairman, Mr. John Bryson, who has gone to months and months of work in bringing two shows together here. So being bigger than anything in Australasia, bigger than that other country, Victoria. No, sorry, Victoria apparently is part of Australia now. Oh, no, don't take offence. Trump will take care of that for us. No offence. No, thank you everybody, all the exhibitors. This wouldn't be possible without you people, so thank you very, very much. Now, more serious matters. The Canine Hero Awards are given by the Royal Agricultural Society of Australia in combination with the Australasian Animal Registry. Your microchips and your dogs and cats can be registered with them. They get then registered throughout Australasia if you use them. Now, our state one just does the state, but these people are a lot and they've helped us tremendously. So let's get on with these awards because this recognises the very special bond that we have with dogs and people. In fact, if you don't like dogs, and I understand some people don't, just surrender yourself to the police. You're a psychopath. I'm sure everybody here loves dogs. So our first award is for a 6-year-old Labrador owned by Julie Sandilands Potter. Julie's Labrador has been going pretty much everywhere, supporting so many people in hospitals, in the courts, in schools for children that have difficulties with people, with other people in crowds. She just goes everywhere. Now you've moved to Kiama as well, and you've taken this on down the coast as well.
This is how the journey started for me, was in Kiama, and I puppy raised with 5 dogs, and I puppy raised 6 dogs. But this dog I didn't raise, but there was something about her, in her demeanour and the way she conducted herself, that I thought that I could use her for just something else. And we started in school. She started in a support unit for a school down the south coast, and we've been just so busy.
Well, we thank you very, very much. If you look in this dog's eyes, don't do it. You want to take her home. Just a very, very beautiful dog. Ollie, you are just beautiful. We all praise you. How about give it up, please, to Julie and Rob. So we were inundated with awards for this particular, for both sections, to be honest. A lot of awards that dogs came through. We recognise all of them. Truthfully, wish we could give prizes to all of them. The other one is for service dogs. Dogs that help in the government or service in our country in some way. And our dog now he's a wizard. For those of you who follow Lord of the Rings, Gandalf, part of the New South Wales Fire and Rescue. Goes in the opposite areas that are hazardous to people and finds the liquids that may have started the fire. He's actually responsible for putting a lot of people in jail. Now I'm a bit worried because the police are going to be a bit worried because they didn't win the award this year. So don't get booked on the way home, okay?
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Tell me, what's your relationship with this dog?
So Gandalf, I got him when he was 20 months old. He came from Border Force down in Victoria. And so we've been together for 7 weeks, essentially, since then.
How old is he?
He's 8.5.
When's retirement for?
His retirement will be when the dog that I have with me comes online to take over at the end of the year.
And I understand this dog is helping train the other dog.
It's certainly showing him the value of a rolled up towel when they play together.
Fantastic. And I understand the five that they're doing, these dogs both get $1,500, which is a pittance compared to all the work you do for us, but still it's a significant amount of money, $1,500. What are you doing with that? What are you going to do with it?
So that's being donated to the Beat the Burn, essentially to the burns unit for children.
So the Children's Hospital at Westmead, we're trying to get this fund. So ladies and gentlemen, have a big round of applause for these two heroes of the club, amongst so many heroes that we've had, and we look forward to continuing this year after year.
It's just so funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ollie and Julie and hands up institutions of the Parliament Institute. Thank you, guys. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Dr. Rob Zammit, who just presented those Canine Hero Awards. The next item we have on our agenda here is to acknowledge some of our long-term exhibitors. I would ask the President, Mr. John Bennett, to come up and give these awards. These long-term exhibitors have been here for over 25 years, ladies and gentlemen, every year at Sydney Royal. The first one is Mrs. Sue Lane. Sue was the matriarch of the family that now spans 3 generations of people showing dogs. And Sue's daughter, Nikki, is the next one. So if Nikki's been showing for 25 years, you can add quite a few onto that for Sue. We love to honour these traditions, ladies and gentlemen, and they're honoured with a morning tea with the Government House before the show starts, and then of course with these lovely framed certificates and the flowers here on the occasion. The next one is to Mrs. Maureen Handley. Maureen's enjoyed considerable success here at the Royal over the years with her American Cockers. And another very worthwhile long-term exhibitor. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for our long-term exhibitors. The next little segment that we have here is from Mr. Wayne Burton. On a more sombre note, Wayne will take us through some of the dog people that are no longer with us that may have been around at last year's show.
John, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. President, fellow councillors and their partners, exhibitors, this has become a bit of an annual thing that we've done at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. We take just a short moment to think about those members and friends in the state as well as New South Wales that have spent time at Sydney Royal showing and accepting their dogs. So I'll just read out a list of names for you to jog your memory to commemorate those people. Mr. Bill Fitzgerald and Lee Rushmore from late 2024. And the following 12 months, Pauline Sir, Sandra McMahon, Pauline Roberts, John Edwards, Margaret Muir, Bruce Graham, John Rolls, Lindsay Cruz, Stephen Albert, Francis McAvoy, Sylvia Gardner, Elsie Goldstein, Peter Goldstein, Ray Barrett, Shirley Donaldson, Lynn Butler, and George Vitello, OAF. Just join with me just a short moment of silence to remember those friends. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, so you haven't made a mistake? We have. We made a mistake. We own it. We've got to present this. And this is a very bad mistake because the most popular man in the world owns this breed of dog. Santa Claus. This dog comes from the North Pole. Come along. Let's see this dog. Newsroom show, the Samoy, one of my favourite breeds, the only breed that has on its breed standard, friendly to all mankind. Santa makes sure they put that in there. Congratulations on running up the newsroom show.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and we apologise for that paperwork error, and that's why that was not ordered at the time. Okay, we would like to officially thank a few people now before we go on with this show. First of all, I would like to thank all our judges. Our judges have done a wonderful job this year. Under trying circumstances some days, like in the heat, they've judged a lot of dogs. And we really do appreciate what they've been through for us. A wonderful international panel that we put together this year. I'd also like to thank the stewards. We like to think we have the best team in the country. You just ask one of them, they'll tell you. And it would be remiss of me if I didn't mention that this is our first show without John Rolls for many, many years. And the team, I know, struggled a little with that at the beginning of the show, but we've got through without John, and we'll have a drink for him tonight. I'd like to thank my fellow councillors on the Domestic Animals Committee that help us plot and scheme all through the year to get this show together. Sharon Hannigan, Kathy Reedy, Dr. Rob Zammett, Dr. Sam Walker, Roger Perkins and Wayne Burke. They make up our Domestic Animals team, ladies and gentlemen. They're the ones that make me look good. Okay, there's a few more people that we have to thank. All the people behind the scenes in the office, all the people that do the paperwork, do the hard yards. We've got Georgia Hawkins, our never tiring events coordinator. Georgia does a fantastic job. We simply couldn't do this show without her. Along with Samantha Bryce, Siobhan Curry, Annika Vancouver, Warren Caban, Sean Caban, Con Castricios, Shahid Jihad, Ashley Shanks. These are a wonderful team, ladies and gentlemen. And it does take a village to put on a show like this, believe me. And they've all played their part. The officers worked seamlessly, tirelessly right throughout the show. They just do a wonderful job. Headed up by Georgia, who's down there producing the live feed at the moment, otherwise she'd be in the ring too. And I'd shove a microphone in her face and she would say bad things to me. But we're not going to do that. Just please thank them all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's now my great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce the President of the Royal Agricultural Society, Mr. John Bennett. who will now address you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a real pleasure to join you at this very special moment in the Advanced Sydney Royal Dog Show, the culmination of days of outstanding competition, dedication and celebration of the canine world. As we take this opportunity to reflect on what makes this event so successful, I'd like to offer our sincere thanks to a partner who plays a vital role in bringing it all together, and that is Advance. Advance has been a major sponsor of the Sydney Royal Dog Show since 2018, and their support is absolutely invaluable. Their contribution extends beyond this event, also sponsoring our 4 Sydney Royal Cat Shows held in the Pet Pavilion. Their generosity is unmatched, providing what can only be described as a truckload of product for prizes. And I'm not exaggerating when I say it takes hours to unload. The level of support means so much to our exhibitors and is a real demonstration of their commitment to our community. Thank you, Kate, very much. Together with Advance, we host the largest dog show in Australia. A show with a prestigious history spanning more than 150 years. This year we welcomed over 3,000 entries, representing more than 200 breeds, highlighting the very best in breeding and the extraordinary bond between people and their dogs. We are proud of the sense of community this show fosters, the sportsmanship, the camaraderie among exhibitors, and the joy it brings to the public. These are the hallmarks of the Advanced Sydney Royal Dog Show, and ones that we are particularly proud of. Like Advance, we at the RAS believe that dogs make the world a better place. To celebrate that belief over 12 days with the support of such a generous and aligned sponsor is a privilege we treasure. To all of our exhibitors and supporters, thank you for making the Advanced Sydney Royal Dog Show such an outstanding success.
Thank you, John. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Thank you, John. Oh goodness, how do I follow that? Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Mars Pet Care and Advance are delighted to yet again be the major sponsor at the Sydney Royal Dog and Cat Shows. You know, Mars is a family company, family-owned business, and we proudly make advance right here in the central tablelands of New South Wales. So this event is very special to our heart, and we're delighted to be here. I'd like to thank the RAS, Mr. Paul Bowden and his amazing team for always making us feel so welcome here and so valued as a sponsor. And particularly Kia Young, I know she's there somewhere. Thank you, Kia, for keeping me on track with 100 tasks leading up to this show. And while we're talking about people that keep me organised, I'd like to give a special call out to my teammate here in New South Wales. Her name is Kerry Ann Thompson, and she's worked alongside me during this show, but before it, during and after it, and I couldn't manage this sponsorship without her, so thank you, Kerry Ann. Now, the other team that has worked beside us right throughout this show every day are our wonderful advanced breeder ambassadors. Now, these people are top breeders and exhibitors, and they've worked alongside us every day because they are passionate about advance and they believe in the brand. So thank you, team, very much. Now, you know, when John Bryson phoned me and he said, hey, we're going to have the Royal Show, but we're going to have an FCI International show as well, I went, okay. So I had my doubts, but honestly, John, Dr. Roxana, the team, you've delivered an epic event. So hats off to you. The other epic team that's here at the moment, I'd like to call out, are the ones who work 24/7 to make sure that these grounds are spick and span and perfect for you every day. So please put your hands together for Warren and the grounds team here. And our esteemed judging panel down here. Well done to our judges. You've had 9 days. 9 days of judging is a long haul for a dog judge. And they've done an amazing job. And they've conducted themselves with such aplomb. They've had really difficult decisions. And our exhibitors have accepted those decisions with grace and with sportsmanship. So you all should be congratulated. Thank you. So I can't wait to see which of these 7 amazing dogs is going to take out best in show. So from Mars Pet Care, from advance, thank you and well done, Sydney.
We're almost ready now, ladies and gentlemen. There's just one more person we'd like to hear from, and that is our best in show judge, Mr. Ricardo Torsimos.
Thank you so much for trusting us to host this paramount event. This is a very good show. We must respect for us. FCI is really a pleasure and an honor to be a part of it. I'd like to thank the host and our volunteers working very hard the last few months. And it possible for us to do our job most professionally. I'd like to thank John Brisson, his lovely daughter, Bridget, for the organization and impeccable conduction of this event. Last but not least, I would like to thank the dog owners for the trust of bringing your dogs to our attention and evaluation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ricardo. It's now time, ladies and gentlemen, the main event, what you all came here for. Almost 5,000 entries have been through the rings here this week, including the 2 shows and all the specialties. And from all of those dogs, we're now down to 7. The magnificent 7 are about to enter the ring, ladies and gentlemen, for Best in Show. But before we do that, we're going to have the national anthem from Kate Harry Rice.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden sword, well of toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts, all beauty rich and rare. In history's page at every stage, advance Australia fair. In joyful strains and let us sing, advance Australia fair. Beneath our radiant Southern Cross, we'll toil with hearts and hands to make this commonwealth of ours renowned throughout the land. For those who come across the seas, we've boundless plains to share. Encourage, let us all combine to advance Australia fair. With joyful strains now let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Thank you, Kate. Everybody can now relax, back into their seats and enjoy the very best the Australian dog community has to offer right now. Right now we'll ask our best in show judge, Mr. Ricardo Torres Simões, to enter the ring for one last time. He's going to be escorted by Rose Hogan, one of our woodchopping skills. Rose helps us out with this enviable task every year. Thank you, Rose Hogan.
And ladies and gentlemen, as John said, we started 9 days of judging. We had over 2,500 dollars in our world show, and on top of that, our FCI and then down December. One representative of each of our 7 Dogs Australia groups. Just having a little dog wardrobe malfunction behind us here, ladies and gentlemen. Dogs have to have leads and they have to come in on a lead, and there's a little bit of a problem there. It will be sorted very, very shortly. You know they say that when you don't work with children and dogs, well, that's how it happens. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome the winner of our toy group, Hug, the super number 289. The winner of our terrier group, Eglinton Terrier, the super number 292. The winner of our gun dog group, ladies and gentlemen, Cocker Spaniel American, number 766. The winner of our hound group, the Afghan Hound, the winner of the working group, the Australian Shepherd, 1566. Winner of the utility group, Siberian Husky, 294. And the winner of the non-sporting group, the Poodle Standard, 2352. So ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause. We have the final 7 of our Division 7 competing now for Western Show of the 2025 Advanced Sydney World Dog Show. One of the most prestigious shows that we have in Australia, and therefore one of the most highly prized awards to win Best in Show. Our judge will now examine each of these dogs again. Some of them he has seen and has judged. Some of them only been judged by his co-judges. At this last final, we are looking for the opinion of the judge that's standing in the ring, and he is the one that has been honoured to judge the Best in Show. So living now is about out. This looks free, ladies and gentlemen, to cheer. I know it won't make a difference to our judge because our judges are professionals. They are there to judge dogs, to come up with the best dog that matches the breed standard. These are all excellent dogs. It's a very, very hard task. But your cheers and encouragement, ladies and gentlemen, is very much appreciated by the handlers, those that own the dogs, those that breed them. On the table now, Big Eglinton Terrier. At our table now, ladies and gentlemen, the representative of the Gunpowder Group, the Cocker Spaniel American. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Hound Group, the Afghan Hound. Examined now the winner of the Working Dog Group, the Australian Shepherd. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner from our utility group, the Siberian Husky. final member of our Magnificent Seven, representing the non-sporting group, Poodle Stadium.
Oh, not sporting.
We barely fucking touched it.
So ladies and gentlemen, so have another lap around the ring. We go through to make his final decision. Second and two, of the state of America, to the stadium. Two awards, ladies and gentlemen. Best Junior Show second, Run-Rocking Show, Best Junior Show first. To win Best Junior Show, or even Run-Rocking Show, at our most prestigious show in New South Wales, or one of the most prestigious ones in Australia, is the dream of every handler, exhibitor, owner. We have 7 of them out there, ladies and gentlemen. You'll notice the trophies are coming out. Magnificent framed rosettes. Beautiful perpetual trophies of which the dog's name is engraved. And look at this board, ladies and gentlemen, it's arrived. It has an image of the Harbour Bridge and numerous animals on it as well. What magnificent trophies are awarded to our winners. This lady bringing all these awards out here, ladies and
Look at the
gentlemen.
trophies. Amazing.
Trophies, rosettes, flowers. Photographers want to also get in place. Or someone else wants to join us, but who's left us. Beautiful ladies and gentlemen, beautiful rosettes, beautiful flowers to match beautiful dogs. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the cream of our dog show world in Australia. All of these dogs were bred here in our country. We can do this, ladies and gentlemen, we can produce these beautiful dogs. Okay, runner-up in show for the 2025 Advanced Sydney Royal Dog Show has been awarded to the Bedlington Terrier. There's a few tears out there, ladies and gentlemen. A very emotional handler. Beautiful framed rosette to go on the wall at home that we're there as a memory of this occasion forever. Now, ladies and gentlemen, handlers, we're going to send you around the ring again just for an extra lap. So our public will see you on the move again because we're about to award Best in Show for the 2025 Advanced Sydney Royal Dog Show. So round you go. One more chance just to stretch yourself for the public because the decision's already been made. Best in Show for 2025 has been awarded to the Standard Poodle. Exhibit number 2352. I think our poodle knows it's done well, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for our remaining 5.
Standard Poodle has won this new show, dog show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask our Poodle and our Bedlington to do one more lap of honour, and there'll be lots of photos being taken in our centre room. So please, put your hands together. Best in Show, Sydney World 2025, the Poodle Standard, runner-up in the show, Bedlington Victoria. Congratulations to Andrew and the owners of yours and magnificent award. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you've enjoyed your experience of general specials at Sydney Royal, and we certainly hope we'll see you again in 2026. Please show your appreciation to our judge, who has adjudicated Best in Show, his counters all the way from Brazil.
Standard Poodle has won. It is a dog show after all. So the top 2 dogs in the Sydney Dog Show. And I'm going to close this coverage now.